do this just for a little bit longer because the dank I made is just too scrumptious to just like forego. Oh, God. I cannot even. I've already been thinking out on this, but I gotta let shows. I gotta show this bitch off because oh my god. You know what's the best combo? Take a garlic bread, combine all this together, and make a little sandwich. Let me demonstrate, because why have you summoned me? Because, bruh, look at the dank! The dank! Look at... look at this epicness. Oh my god, dude. Sapasta cream bacon al dente fucking spaghetti, dude. Like, oh my god, it's about to go. Hold on. Let me show you a demonstration about what I can make this epic dank some true dank. Hold up. There we go. Come on, hold up. We need a lot more than that on this fucking piece of bread. Ooh. Piece of little string of cheese. A little string of cheese. Yeah, come on. Oh my god, this is like fucking sexy fire. Toasted noodles. Not just any noodles. My signature. Cream of spaghetti al dente, dude. Cream of bacon and spaghetti al dente. And if you really want to add an extra combo, hold up. This is how you do it. Chicken makes something 10 times better for less. I barely made any. Dude, there's not many ingredients. I literally used 3 core ingredients and did the seasonings. Well, I guess 4. Bacon bits included. But that cream and bacon, you know, and then extra bacon. I mean, look. Oh, fucking hell. I would have been taking a shower and I'm just like, dude, this dank is so dank. I gotta show the dank. And god damn, it's so good, dude. Fucking hell, so good! Oh! That's the shit right there, bro. That's the shit. What's wild? This is gonna last like 3 fucking days or some shit, bro. It's gonna last me like the rest of the week, practically. And whatever's not left, you know, just skip down the bottom. A little water, salt, a little butter, another batch. I mean, I'll do that sometimes, and you know what? So good. When you're rationing out, you gotta save, you know what I mean? Like, so, hey, you don't let any scrap go left behind. Here, let me just, like, another demonstration about why this is so goddamn good. The cheesiness. The noodliness. The garlic breadness. The sauceness. Like, and the chunks of olive, clove of garlic, tomato chunks, the whole 9. Got Java for you. It'll come with no benefits other than the cash income. Units are forbidden. We stand the employer here. What are you talking about? And by the way, I already declined it. I need a goddamn rep, my sir. I need you and your rep there, my brother. What's up over here? I was doing a stream earlier. I made some food before I was gonna take a shower, wrap it up. But the dank I made was so fucking good. I had to show it off. Got some garlic bread whipped up with some epic pasta noodles that I just kind of gathered up all up in this bad boy. Now I'm just about to go ham on this bitch. This is amazing. Amazing. Straight up a grass milk, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, goddamn. This is good. Not even gonna lie. I already ate a bunch of it before I even got the bread cooked up. I was like, oh, wait. I need my bread. I need the bread to kind of like make a little mini sandwiches off of this. So I was like, hold up. Before I fill myself with too much. Gotta have these bad boys. And plus, I just gotta show it off because this shit's so fire. God damn, it's good. God damn, that's so good. I'm definitely very euphoric right now. Talk of the Fred Durst IPA drove Brian to quit drinking MC. Well, I already knew about Brian not drinking anymore. Actually, I haven't seen him in a couple days since Sunday. He's been kind of, I think, crashing at Logan's lately, so. But, hey, I might make it do. So, whatever. Ugh. Kind of wondering when it's going to kind of swing back over here, stuff, but. But, all in all, at least, he's got, like, some opportunities and stuff. I got some shit that I'm kind of looking forward to here coming up. So, I'm kind of here's to hoping. I already kind of was bitching and complaining about that, from earlier today when I was streaming, before you came on. But, yeah. I'm surprised he kind of moved into Logan's. Marcus was kind of pissed about it. Apparently, it was to help watch Logan's dogs. So I guess he decided to use Brian to watch his dogs instead of me. I noticed that those two were getting buddy in comparison to like me, like because the initial thing about that was me watching his dogs, but now I guess that didn't happen. Like Logan kind of fucked me over a little bit, honestly, with that one. He didn't really like specify, it's like, hey, I don't really necessarily need to watch your dogs because if Brian could just stay at my place, and he hasn't communicated anything about that. In fact, honestly, he hasn't said shit to me since really like Saturday, if anything. He literally said like boop 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 boop, what's up at the air just for like half a second, on Sunday. And I already wasn't really in the good mood at that point. And I was like, well, he's just kind of fucked off to whoever else. So whatever, I'll just head out anyway because I need to check on my dog. So I don't know. Also, Brian helped fix his car. Well, yeah, because he's a mechanic. I mean, so I know he's kind of using Brian for that too a little bit, which whatever, but it'd be kind of nice to be like, hey, I'm going to let Brian stay in my place. He could at least communicate that with a little bit. I don't care what Brian does, whatever. I don't care about what he does, but at least, maybe let him kind of communicate that a little bit because he has been helpful around here too when he's been here. So it's like, it'd be nice to know that I don't got that hand over here at the moment, because of that shit. So, and also being like, hey, I don't need you to watch the dogs anymore because I have him now. It's kind of a little douchey. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of a little frustrated about him lately about some stuff anyway. It's like, I don't know. He's been kind of getting on my nerves. You should let me and Shay move in with you. Well, dude, I've literally have opened up that how many times now? For how long now? Dude, I've been like, opening that up to you for quite a while, bro. I don't give a fuck. I mean, obviously, even if you don't necessarily pay away, which obviously I know you and her would be good for it anyway. I would just say, hey, just help out around here a little bit because obviously I definitely need it, but whatever, beyond that, like, it would be good company. I mean, as long as that, like, let's say, like, I buy an ounce or some shit, the next time around you get the ounce or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Just little things like that. That'd be cramped at Pap's Shack. No, I mean, honestly, I know a perfect spot where I could clean out and they can just chill there and whatever. I mean, it ain't a big deal. I mean, it'd be kind of couch surfing, but, at the same time, they can make it their space. If they want to, like, put their own bed or some shit and then clear it out, I'll help them do that and just move shit around and get rid of some other shit, too. If Venom comes to Portland, he needs to try a real Portland bar on me. Send it, Stefan, because you and I, we're doing that. I've told him that, too. Going to, like, Ground Control. I'll take him to Silverado, too. Gay strip club. I think Venom might appreciate that a little bit. He might be okay with that. Get him drunk enough to go down there at the fucking, strip area after 9. You can be like, hey, what's up? Beer, not bar. Well, same difference. Get some quality Oregon beer, at a bar in Portland. That's perfect. Just blend it together, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh! You just try the IPA or pale ale. Maybe like, like a local brewing liquor too. I don't think I would do IPAs. Not unless you try a proper Portland craft IPA. Dude, the IPA, I used to hate IPAs, bro. Like, I used to fucking hate them. But now I actually like them because, like, if you find a proper good quality IPA, I mean, you legit will be like, oh, that's actually not too bad. It's still a little, like, a little harsh. Like, for example, well, it's not a local PDX one. It's a Chicago. But the Bear Hugs, those IPAs I've grabbed before, those are, from Chicago, but they're an IPA at 9.9%. They're a little, like, a little tough, when you first drink them. But once you get a little buzz going, then it's like, yeah, these are good. And you just kind of start sipping them like it's regular beer, and that's when they start getting dangerous. But they're good. I'm not trying the sewer beer. They're in Oregon and in Portland and / like the PNW, there's no sewer beer. Even Rainier is not even that bad. And that is the piss water, but even then it's not bad. Better than Bud Light, Coors, or anything else. If you need some cheap bread water that's reliable, that, can get a party going, Rainier is your thing. Just putting that out there. As, someone has been to some parties, some after parties, bars and shit where people grab like a couple 18 racks and shit. Rainier for piss water is the one that everybody around here will tolerate, no matter what. Doesn't matter what your background is. You're going to tolerate a Rainier. Might not be your choice, but at least it's something. There's beer that's made with sewer water. I heard an article on it. It's balled in Portland. Discord me. And also, give me the rundown of what you're talking about, because I find that to be bullshit. Dude, like, especially in Oregon, we got some pretty strict regulations when it comes to stuff like that. I don't buy it. You better actually, like, something. Even send a link in the chat, so maybe Ripsy can see it, because I'd be curious to know what that is. Give me a minute to find an article. Yeah, well, send it to me on Discord and then send it to the chat too. So maybe Rich City can look at it because I'm kind of curious about that. I mean, hey, if I'm wrong and it's not bullshit, then hey, at least I know what to avoid. But if not, then there you go. Oh shit! I know one Venom would like the fruit smoothie beer from Brews. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, dude, he would love the fuck out of that. I mean, honestly, I don't care what like weird like jock bros and shit will say, dude. The most fruity drinks are the ones that get you fucked up the most. I mean, straight out. I'm not even kidding. Like, don't diss on those fruity, little girly drinks or whatever, because those fuck you up the most. So you get your flavor and you get fucked up, and for less alcohol too, if you think about it. Well, less drinks because there's more alcohol in the actual fucking drink than usually. It's probably like recycled water, where they take wastewater, run it through reverse osmosis for reuse. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, like some like reuse, reduce, recycle kind of stuff, which makes sense. I mean, honestly, it does make sense because, like, I mean, what do you think? You have water waste treatment plants. It's like, hey, you get some to clean water from that, and maybe you contract that wastewater treatment plant or something like that, and then take that, and then like use that as kind of like a reosmosis in your own breweries or something. I could kind of see that. Check this sword. Dude, I told you to send the link here as well. NASA does this, so it's probably health approved. That makes sense. Well, send the link, so Rip City can see it, Venom, because, I mean, maybe what he's talking about is what's actually being done. And if that's the case, then there's something wrong with it. Are you a fuzzy or something? A fuzzy? You mean a furry? Yes, I am a furry. If that's what you're asking, yes. I mean, I literally have a t-shirt that has a furry on it that literally says "Fight Back" as well. It's like a little anarcho, like little furry thing. So, yes. You say anti-war whore as your name. I like your name, so... Is there like a like-minded thing going on here? Or is it like, you fur-fat piece of shit, you in hell, you piece of scum? Or is it like, oh, furry, sweet, someone like me? Or like, oh, furry, okay. Now I'm curious. I'm a little curious. Rip, it doesn't let me click links. Really? Huh. I figured it would let you do that. I mean, because I could click that right now if I wanted to. Not in these kind of streams. Ah, really, huh? Well, I got it on Discord. I will, I sent it. I found the site that, well, okay. Well, Rip City found it, so I think he can be able to find it, so. purewaterbrew.org/#purewater. Well, there you go. I mean, yeah, so I think he was able to copy and paste the actual link, so just by typing it out. So, well, hey, a little few extra steps, but it made it work. That's all I'm in. I am a little curious about what you're mentioning, Venom, but if it's actually what Rip City's talking about, then honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually, just reusing recycled water. And like Rip City said, NASA does it, when it comes to like the ISS and when astronauts go up in space and shit. So, I mean, obviously there's nothing really wrong with it. It's health-approved. Yeah, the process is talking about is safe for human consumption. Well, there you go. See? Yeah, it's exactly what Rip City was talking about earlier. Yeah, so it's not literally using seawater. It's, recycled water that is, treated with reverse osmosis and basically, is, clean water. It literally is just clean drinking water. That's all it is. It's literally just like bouchified by adding some extra words to make it sound fancy. That's the only reason why recycled water is like emphasized and shit like that, because it's meant to be like, ooh, there's extra pizzazz. It's not your average water. It's recycled drinking water. I mean, they're just trying to add a little extra pizzazz. That's all it is. It's just water. That's literally all it is. It's just fucking water. It's been treated and recycled and reosmosis and all this other shit to where it's just regular drinking water. It's all it literally is. They just add extra fancy names to it to make it sound, well, fancy. Because, sure, the process of how that water was attained is fancy, but I mean, there's plenty of ways to filter and recycle water. There's plenty of ways to do that. It's just literally the basic term for it is filtration. Water filtration. That's all it is. It's literally just water filtration. You filter fluids and shit to the point that you just get the water out of a fluid in a liquid to where, well, you're water filtrating, the water out of a fluid and shit. It ain't no different. That's all it is. It's just sometimes the complex is way more complicated than other times. Like taking creek water and filtering it that way is way less complicated than purified sewer water at a water treatment plant. Obviously, the complexity varies, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's taking sewer water and purifying it. So yeah, the sewer water at one point, but it filtered and purified until safe. Exactly. You're filtering the clean water out of it. That's what you're doing. It's just that the complex for doing it via sewer water is way more complex than taking it from a creek or some shit, or from a water reservoir, because all you have to do is do like a basic filtration, like boiling it or something, and then there you go. We got clean water. But like for, taking it from like wastewater, there's an extra process to it. I mean, I took a field trip in an ecology class in high school to the local water treatment plant over here, and here in Milwaukee. And honestly, the process is very fascinating because there is multiple buildings and multiple different, steps to make that wastewater into, clean water that could be put out into the William River, which is used for various different things. Actually, Portland tap water doesn't filter at all yet. Well, yeah, it's some chlorine to it. Well, I'm not necessarily talking about Portland. I'm just talking about like Milwaukee specifically. They're building a new future-proof water filter plant. Oh, nice. That'll be fucking epic. Ches, you wouldn't drink your own piss, would you? No. I mean, I'm going to plead the fifth on certain elements about that question, but no, I wouldn't do that. What the I mean, I will say this. You can literally filter your piss into clean drinking water, but you have to put it for sand, charcoal, and gravel and a few other different filters, and then boil it and repeat the process a few times. And what you get is like the tiniest little bit, the tiniest little bit. But theoretically, you could, if you went for the process of filtering it, but it wouldn't be worth it. You just, at that rate, just find a fucking creek. Find some, an actual water source and just boil that and drink that. That'd be well worth your while. Don't be like, Bear Grylls, who's like, when in doubt, drink your own piss. Because, dude, fuck that guy. Les Stroud, when it comes to the survival shows back in the day, dude, Les Stroud was the GOAT, okay? He literally was by himself with his own equipment and shit. And sometimes he'll even sacrifice cameras and other equipment that he would use to record, the show with. He will sacrifice certain pieces to be like, I don't have anything I need, but I know this piece of equipment, has what I need. So I'm going to smash it and, use that as a way to make a trap or, use this particular thing, to start a fire with or whatever the fuck. He would do shit like that because he was by himself. Now, he would have an emergency beacon, I'm legit actually about to die or some shit. He would do that, if he needed to. Yeah, it's an emergency thing. But ultimately, it's he would just do his shit for a week and do it on his own. Bear Grylls had a whole fucking crew, a medical team with him and all this other bullshit. And there's been multiple times where certain areas where he's surviving on is literally barely a mile away from a fucking highway or some shit. It's half of the time that he's doing his survivalism is literally near civilization, most of the time. While Les Stroud is literally out there in the fucking boonies, basically, wherever the fuck he's at, doing it for a week on his own. At least that guy got some balls. He ended up being kind of like doing some Bigfoot stuff too a little bit, but I'm kind of a Bigfoot guy myself, but so. But some people say he kind of fallen out, but whatever. I don't know. I still like him, respect him. At least hey, he had the cojones to actually like be out in the wilderness and actually like do that. Just as you're nasty and need Jesus. I already accepted Jesus in my heart. For the denomination of Christianity that my mom's part of, once you accept Jesus in your heart, he's always accepted in your heart. So I pretty much guaranteed my ticket to Kingdom of Heaven. Doesn't matter how much of a satanic degenerate, little furry, little fag boy that I am. I will always be in the heavens. Where's Mornax? I heard Zuck is sending out mega themed company hats. He was here earlier, but like I said, this is the second stream that I'm doing tonight. Just on the virtue because of the dank. I'm going to smoke this other bowl and have like a couple more bites out of this bad bitch and just chill here for a little bit more. Because... it's so good. It's dank. Before I smoke this, let me just show. Just look at that. Look at some dank spaghetti. This is dank. This is so fire, bro. Especially if those that garlic bread that got going. Oh, that garlic bread that had going on earlier. Oh, that was dank. I might have to make a little more, but that means I'm going to have to get some more bread at some point. But, I could 5-finger discount some bread. Ain't a big deal. So good. I'm definitely feeling pretty nice and good and toasty. I'm digging it. To chase a little comment, I kind of find it funny that, finding Jesus is, such, a random, conundrum to so many different sects of Christianity. Because you got, the Catholic Church that, basically, as long as you, go to the confession booth, you pretty much, are able to, go to the kingdom of heaven kind of thing. A lot of sects, basically be as long as you accept Jesus in your heart, you're going to the kingdom of heaven. Which basically means that even the most demonic, evil, devil fucking piece of shit like Hitler or Pol Pot or whatever the fuck, as long as they accept Jesus before they die, then, I guess they go to kingdom of heaven. Kind of stuff. It doesn't matter when they do it either. It's just whatever, basically. I mean, and then you got, other sects where it's there's only a select few, and, whether you are part of that or not, doesn't matter. You just have to live your life and... just hope that you're part of that select few. And you got, sects like that. There's all sorts of different sects of Christendom that it honestly kind of baffles me a little bit. I mean, because, this really ultimately what I think, I don't even know what really ultimately made me an atheist, but that would definitely be a massive factor to it. It's why is there, hundreds of different sects of Christianity that have different ideas about what Jesus is saying or what God believes or whatever the fuck. And it's and ultimately it's what, there ain't no real inherent truth to that. In fact, arguably, none of you got the fucking truth. That's kind of what I really thought, honestly. And that was definitely a factor to it. Jay lost her vape. Paul lost his vape at TJ's house. Nicotine fist starting to run her mouth. Salty Che. Cute as a bay. Don't know where my vape has went. Venom probably stolen, lost in it. Salty Che. Cute as a bay. Cute as a bay. Is that a lost song now? It's going to get re-uploaded at some point. People have it. Once people realize it's like, lost media, it's going to get uploaded. I do have a few of the lost media on my playlist I'm, using right now. Like Never Ending Story, Layout, Psycho Gucci. Like, I have a few old Marshall Manson songs. Not all of them, but at least a few of them. Dude, man, I don't even really want to bring it up again, but, fuck it. Why not, I guess. This is going to be, like, the last time I'll mention anything about it. But, like, dude, he took such a wrong way to go about whatever the fuck his problems are. Like, he could have left his music out there. He could have, said, hey, this isn't my stuff anymore. I'm going to unlist it, but I have a playlist, where all of that is there in case anyone still wants to check it out. But it's not going to be public. You have to, like, look at my playlist to go find it. I would have been fine with that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I can, like, his next video be like, hey, I noticed about, like, the music being disappeared. Would it be, do you think, for old fans of your music and stuff like that, would you, like, be cool with having a playlist just for, people that do like that music, to go at least have a spot where they can go look at it, even though that's not what you represent anymore, just something like that. Because also, I don't really think he knows that I'm kind of, like, unfortunately part of the reason why, he thinks, low entry videos, hates him now and stuff. Like, which hopefully I think him and I, should have a clean slate. I'll maybe, hit him up again and just casually, not even bring anything up, just casually chat and be like, hey, what's up, bro? I don't know what music you like, but here's some cool music that I've been, checking out lately, like, just at least get on clean slate, because he did at least open that door back up, where I was like, because I really feel bad that, like, Marshall kind of went after him for no fucking reason because of, me, bringing shit up. It's like, like, it kind of shows really the behavior and the problems about him. And also, he does not need to be brought up in this shit. He's an old man, like, in comparison to me, especially. And I agree with him, hence why, I was like, hey, let's just have a clean slate, legit, no hard feelings, you can put me on the bus all you want, I don't give a fuck. And it's like, well, let's just start a clean slate on New Year's. I was like, that's totally fine, brother. Happy New Year's, happy holidays, hit you up whenever. After that, obviously. I'll make sure at least it's, something, just chill. Because I do like the guy, too, a little bit. Because he's a cool guy. But, didn't expect that stupid fucking blowback, but whatever. It's honestly, ultimately, that's on Marshall, not on me. If he wants to, go down this route, that's his problem. And honestly, I think it's just not going to do well for his music career, because I know that's what he ultimately cares about. At least that's what he claims. But what he's doing is genuinely, like, damaging any potential opportunity that he can have musically than if he just didn't do this. Like, yeah, maybe bridges are burnt, whatever. But what you're doing now, to any other people that might want to collaborate, do music with you, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't. I mean, it just makes you look like a loose cannon. Zuskon there, man. I know. Okay, Whistler also jumped on the Hey TJ bandwagon. Why do I feel like every so often that just happens? Like, TJ, like, always gets like that every now and then. And at this point, I mean, I feel like he's evolved it moved on enough to from his former days to like he's literally rebranded. You know, like his channel isn't Amazing Atheist anymore. It's Into the Fray. So it's like, I mean, he's totally rebranded and evolved and become a totally different person than he was like even like fucking 5 years ago or even 10 years ago. I mean, especially 10 years ago. I mean, so it's, I mean, at this point, it's like, do people really think TJ back in those old days, you know, even when Brett King was trying to call him out, you know, and shit, it's like, do you really think he's the same person then as he is now? Especially if we know a lot about his background. Because, like, I know he was, you know, CSA'd, you know, as a child, and he kind of struggled with a lot about that. And I think he even had a video about that stuff before. And there's been videos in the past where, you know, obviously you can kind of tell there was kind of, you know, a little bit of struggle about that, for sure. I'm not even going to fucking deny that. And obviously, a little bit of a creep, you know, but whatever. He just kind of like that a little bit. He's just, you know, it's kind of how he is. I mean, there's a personality about him where he's just like, yeah, here's the booty or something. You know, he's kind of like that. I mean, and there's just like, I mean, you know, all sorts of other things like Bananagate, like his vor/cannibalistic fetishes and shit. There's all sorts of stuff. Like if you know TJ enough or the Amazing Atheist enough, like you're gonna know that he's just like into all this type of shit. Like he's kind of a little bit of a weird, raunchy little motherfucker. I mean, so what? But at the end of the day, like, I mean, there's, you know, like how he is now, despite maybe some of those, you know, things, you know, still sticking around, ultimately, he's evolved and matured a lot as a person. I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, to the point where he used to be an atheist, and now he's like, you know, open to the being like a chaos wizard or chaos magician and going into chaos magic and stuff. Like, he's not really necessarily an atheist anymore. At least he doesn't identify that anymore. Hence why he's kind of, you know, rebranded himself, which I'm honestly still kind of wondering about what that's all about. I still need to kind of like wrap my brain around that. I'm more like identifying with like Paul's like adventure into Taoism more than like TJ's chaos magic stuff, but maybe it's just because I don't like, maybe I just don't get exactly what he's trying to get with that. I don't know. But either way, it's just like one of those things where it's like he obviously has gone through an evolution, you know, especially in the last like 5 years, especially. And the idea of him being like, you know, the same person as he was, you know, in the past versus now, or even in most recent years, would just be kind of, you know, like being blinded to the idea of his evolution of now, especially in the last like year or so. I mean, it's just kind of foolhardy, honestly, and it just kind of really shows that there's like a major vendetta towards everything. You know, when it comes to people like, you know, TJ, where people are like, well, fuck him anyway, because like they just don't like what he advocates for, or they were wronged by him in some way, or whatever the fuck it is. It's just stupid. You know, actually, speaking of Marshall's music, that's like in unlisted. I got one right here. I shall play this and snack on some of this and smoke one more bowl, actually. That sounds like a little fun time. Oh, dude, look at that gun. It's so good right here. Oh, God. Oh, that was so good. I'm gonna save the rest of that for tomorrow though, but oh, that's feeling as fuck.
Every fucking day is on Friday. You on that dirt road, I'm on that 12-lane highway. Driver taking slow, I'm smelling trouble. Putting my limo like a big brown bubble. Crack the window for the smoke and smell the street out. Crack the wrong kind of
I almost finished this up. Is this? I think I'll finish this up and then wrap it up for good for the rest of the night. But that food is some epic dank, that's for sure. I just saw that tomorrow after my little binges and all that. After freshen up and shit. That's gonna be some epic deliciousness. I'm gonna, smack myself on tomorrow. Try to think of like maybe a little something I could whip up for Zukov too at the same time. Because I want to at least treat him up a little bit. I'm sure I can figure something out. Actually, I think I should have enough cans to maybe get some bacon bits, and I can get some, cream of can, and then cream of bacon, and then I can get some of the rice, mix that all up with the kibble. Oh, he would be fattened up nicely with that. Ooh. That sounds like that'd be a good little treat for Zukov. Ooh. Woo! What? What? Come on, boy. Come here. Come here. Oh my God. For a supposed guard dog, you're lazy as shit. Barker don't do shit, bro. You actually gotta flex a little bit. Wow. What a goof. What a goof. Goofball. Goofy little bean. You'll always be a little bean. Always at least in my heart. Well, that's about finished. So, let's call it good for now. So, peace out. And now, I'll see y'all whenever the next one is. So, toodaloo. Bleh.